All right, folks, Bitcoin's getting stuck here. Will Bitcoin be able to make it through, push it through, do you think? And what do you think will be the biggest narrative for cryptos in the coming weeks? Let me show you because it has just dropped, right? This is going to be the biggest narrative. And plus, today we're going to be talking about some crypto stocks as well. Check this out. Just 2 hours ago, the founder of Base Chain, right, from Jesse Pollack, has hinted at a Base token at the Base camp, right, to his audience. So basically, he's talking about a Base token. So we all know Base Chain comes from Coinbase. Basically, Coinbase is the largest US exchange in the world right now, crypto exchange in the US right now. And it's also NASDAQ listed, right? So it's legit. All the banks, like all the large hedge funds like BlackRock, when they buy Bitcoin, they store it with Coinbase. It's got huge potential. And they created this chain, which doesn't have a coin. It's called the Base Chain. I mean, so many things are on the Base Chain, like Virtues. All the virtual AI agents are on Base Chain. But they don't have a token for it. Like Ethereum has ETH, like, Polygon has Poly, right? I mean, the Arbitrum has ARB. Every chain have their own coin, but Base Chain, they did the responsible thing. They didn't have any chains, but until now there any coins. But now they are going to put it on a chain now, and that's big news because, like, what would you say Base is? It's probably the third or fourth largest chain there is out there. So, like, of course, there's Bitcoin, but other than Bitcoin, in terms of altcoins, Ethereum would have to be number one, then Solana, then probably BNB, right? And then is probably Base Chain. Base Chain sometimes would challenge BNB. I would say Base Chain is actually, I think the BNB numbers or BSC chain numbers are a little bit artificial, a little bit pumped. I think I see more action on Base Chain than BNB chain. Like, be honest, like, when's the last time you actually bought something or traded something on BNB or BSC chain? But when's the last time you traded something on the Base Chain, like Virtues, like all of those? So how is the market reacting to this? Look at this. Today, all red, right? Everything's red in the major coins, except Arrow is up like 8%. We'll get to that in just a sec. Now, here's the update on Bitcoin. So what has Pablo been saying all this time? Pablo has said we are going to get stuck for a couple of days, right? We'll get rejected here for a while before we make it up, right? So literally, this was what I've been saying. We're coming out of this. If we put it on a hourly or 2 hourly chart, we can see shoulder, head, shoulder. We break out of the neckline here. Here we also got stuck here for a couple of days, like up and back. I said, I think we'll break through, and then hit low 116, right? Which is where we hit. Boom, pullback, further pullback, and then basically, I think eventually we break through. And the target for breaking out of this inverse head and shoulders is basically 119K area. Once we hit there, let me observe it for a day or two and then make up my mind. But in general, I think I'm leaning towards that we break out of there and go up. So that's the situation. And so also today we're going to be talking about some of the stock coins, like the stocks for ETH, stocks for Doge Treasury, stocks for Solana, and an update on Aventus, the coin from yesterday's video that did really well, right? Already up 2x. But before we answer all of those questions, first let's answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo Jimenez use? Well, Pablo uses this exchange that's non-KYC. That means you don't need to show any ID. That means even the exchange can't see who you are. So therefore, the IRS can't see you. Tax office can't see you. FBI, CIA, nobody can see you, right? So that's why I made this deal with them, right? Trade and win weekly prizes up to $25,000 and get bonuses just by depositing and signing up. Just by signing up and depositing, get futures bonuses, right? Okay, so this is, as we can see, they've got these weekly prizes. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, then the link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. But if you're watching on any other platform, such as this one, then just click on my profile page. And in my profile page, there is that stand link or link tree, right? And when you click on that, it should be the first deal that pops up, because this is a great deal. Okay, there it is. Let's get back to the markets, folks. But remember, these great deals are only available on the Pablo Heman link. Only on the Pablo link. Okay, here we go. Bitcoin in pullback mode, and also ETH in pullback mode as well. I just want to warn, it hasn't happened yet, but as I said yesterday, we need to be watching out for this shoulder, head, shoulder pattern. Here's the neckline. If we break, we go down to 73, 74K. Here, we don't want that to break. Again, shoulder, head, shoulder. If we break here, we go to the 90s, like low 90s. Right, 92, 93 is my projection. We really don't want to see that happening here, right? So I want Bitcoin to do something like this. Same with Ethereum, right? It's also here, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, not a regular one, but it still qualifies. We don't want it to break this trend support at 4,200. If it breaks 4,200 and confirms for a couple of days, then it's headed for this 3,200 area. And the bad thing about going to 3,200 area is it would break this rising trend line, right? That's pretty bad. This has been with us since April 7th, since Trump caved and stocks and crypto bottomed in the whole tariff wars. So we really don't want to see that happen. Now, let's have a look at Arrow. Arrow, that's a very strong performance today. It was up like 9%, 10% at one stage. Arrow likes to travel in these channels. So basically, look at this. It has just been in a rising channel, coming up from around 28 cents. 28 cents it got down to on April 7th. And that's pretty amazing, right? So 28 cents, and basically now it's at $1.50. Hit $1.50 earlier. Now it's at $1.36. The thing with Arrow is that it doesn't do proper bull flags, so it's a little bit more harder to predict. It basically, the pullbacks of bull flags are much deeper, like this, right, like this, and then it comes up like. If we can break this $1.36, 37 area and close above $1.37 by this weekend, then there's a very good chance we take out this $100.55 area and keep going. And Arrow, $2.40-ish is the all-time high. Very good chance we break that. So the think about it. Like, when was last time we had a number 3 altcoin launch? So like, this would be as big as when Ethereum launched, when Solana launched, and you could even see when BSC coin launched. Except this time, you already know it is the third, or at worst, fourth largest chain in the world. Because when Ethereum launched at like 50 cents, whatever the number was, people didn't know Ethereum's going to be this big. When Solana launched, I know people who turned down Solana, like whales who turned down Solana. They had no idea it was going to be this big. BSC as well. Who knew Binance was going to be this big? But base chain's already this big, so that's huge news. And people would correctly assume that it would benefit, Arrow, because Arrow is the kind of the largest, but also pretty much the only dominant DEX on base chain. So basically, a lot of trading is going to happen there, and I think it'll benefit folks like you and me as well, especially my followers, because I've been doing a lot of trading on base chain, a lot of coins I've spoken about, and therefore on base chain, what's going to happen is I think they're going to airdrop to the wallets who have been trading a lot on base chain to reward the people who have traded on base chain. And when they announce they're going to do the airdrops, then basically people are going to rush in to do more trading, more volume, hold more coins on base chain, and that's going to create a base season as well. So that's something to watch out for as well. Okay, so let's move on to Aventus. So Aventus, I showed everyone that I have some buy orders on Bitunix. It's listed on Bitunix, both spot and futures as well. And yesterday I did this Fibonacci analysis, and I had I emphasize some of my buy orders at 68 cents, 69 cents, that area. Because I thought we could get a pullback. But as I told you guys, I already had bought some, right? Just so that I don't miss out. And then when it didn't pull back, it kept on doing this. I went in some more. So I have now more than 50% of my position. So more than 50% of my position I got before it took off. And so I didn't get my full position. But that's trading, right? No one can get this right 100%. Right now, it's on a big bounce again. I have some orders down here below $1 in the 90s. It doesn't look like we're going to get filled. Like if this bar, this is a 2-hour bar, if this bar in the next 20 minutes closes above here, above here, that's $1.74. Let's say if this bar closes at $1.75, then that's what they call a bullish engulfing pattern, which means the bullish candle of green engulfs the green candle. So then we could expect another leg up from here. But in general, that's okay. I mean, it's I wish I found this lower. I mean, I saw some friends of mine buying it. I just didn't pay attention. I wish it got in lower and got in heavier. Okay, so let's have a look at some crypto stocks, right? I spoke about Bitminer. Spoke about SBET a few days ago. Today, because ETH is pulling back, so all these crypto stocks are pulling back as well. So here is Bitminer. Bitminer, and my position on ETH is, yes, there is a threat of a head and shoulders forming, but I tend to think that there's one more leg up, if not two more leg up in major large caps like ETH. So I would add more on pullbacks such as these. And the reason why crypto stocks like Bitminer, like MetaPlanet, even like MicroStrategy isn't doing too well right now is because we were expecting MicroStrategy was going to get inducted into the SP 500, right? And because it didn't get inducted into the SP 500, therefore the market was disappointed, and the market thought that that was the NASDAQ or SP 500 not giving crypto stocks what it wants. So basically that's why crypto stocks have been down lately. But look, it's a higher bottom. Like, look at this. Higher high, higher low, should make another higher high next. I'm not a Elliott wave specialist, but if people wanted to ask me where this is all going, then this is how I would plot my my chart for Bitminer at least. Have a look, see what you think of it. So for folks who do understand Elliott wave, basically these you see how I have basically, oops, come on. I have basically these numbers. Some of them are just numbers, and some of them are numbers, but with a bracket. So these numbers are the major primary waves. For example, like this one is. I'll color them in red so we can see the primary waves better. Okay, so we can see that basically this was wave 1, then wave 2, right? You're welcome to disagree because this is all interpretive, Elliott wave. Then wave 3 starts here, right? Starts here. That's wave 3. It goes all the way up here for wave 4. And then these blue waves within the bracket are the smaller subwaves. So I would imagine this is wave 1, Usually goes four waves, right? Sorry, 5 waves. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 is a pullback, something like this, and then 5, something like that, right? I mean, 4 could be lower, something like this. 4 pullback, and then 5, something like this, in the most optimistic scenario. So, for example, now we can break this wave 3, which is a massive wave, in my opinion, has to get close to or higher than the old all-time high, which is this 150 area, either very close to it or even above. So we can place 5 more waves. I've done it in blue. Inside this wave 3, this red wave 3, it would go something like this. We've already had wave 1 down, right? Held a higher low, right? Wave 2, we're now inside wave 2 now. It'll go like this. Sorry, this is wave 1. Downward is wave 2. Up is another big wave 3. And then down to wave 4, right? Should happen way below this 150 area, right? Not breaking the all-time high. But wave 5, the final wave, right, would, I think, get above 150 and make a new all-time high. And these are the 5 smaller waves in blue. But that's essentially wave 3 I just described to you. And then wave 4, pull back below 150, and then final wave 5, blow off top. That's what I think anyway. At least that's what I got in mind. So another coin we could look at is Bitcoin stock. The crypto stock is this BTOG, because this BTOG is a treasury for Dogecoin. Because Doge has run up lately, showing some strength. It's run from 21 to 29 cents, I think. That's like a 50% move. So folks are asking where BTOG is going. So this is something I spoke about 3-4 months ago. So here is again what I call wave 1, wave 2. And then wave 3 is starting, in my opinion, right? And by end of wave 3 or wave 5, we should definitely be above this $1 area. I think we can get above it even by end of this wave 3. So once again, these are reds I'm talking about. Red wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. And inside wave 3, we can break it up into 5 ways as well. 1, 2, right, comes all the way back, but it's a higher high, right? And then wave 3 should be much higher than this one, which is 63 cents. Wave 3, something like this, right? Wave 4, and then wave 5. And that completes those blue waves. And that would be wave 3 for the red, the bigger wave. And then we keep going up. So look, this only happens in a blow-off top. That's what I'm predicting, a blow-off top. And look, there's so many evidence that has shown that altcoin season is here, so that's why I'm being bullish. So for example, we want to look at Bitcoin dominance. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because some retard in yesterday's video commented and said, oh, this guy's been predicting Bitcoin season for 4 weeks. He said that because I said in my yesterday's video that Bitcoin's altcoin season has been confirmed, has just been confirmed. And that's because some indicator confirmed it, right? I called for altcoin season a long fucking time ago. Yes, I called it 4 months ago. Well, that's because I'm a genius. I called it when Bitcoin dominance was right at the top, when it was 65%. Where is it now? It now hit 57%, right? It's had a major drop. It's broken major support lines, right? Who still doubts that this is altcoin season? Just because your coin hasn't pumped yet, or the coin you're watching hasn't pumped yet, doesn't mean it's not altcoin season. Look, Bitcoin dominance just keeps on going because Bitcoin rises against altcoins, then it fakes out, breakdown here, right? What would you call this, a fake out? It broke even this trend line and keeps on going. So I'm expecting altcoins or ETH to outperform again because, as I've been saying, right, it's basically coming down, and this is the new trend line. And chances are, as I said here, we should touch this trend line and break down. Now we're bouncing up again. I think we touch this trend line and break down again because 1, we're on this trend line, and 2, we're at this major 58.3% resistance level. Let me put it into 58.3. Yeah, it's here. Like this was major level 58.3. Also here's 58.3, and around here as well, right? Around here as well. So I think there's every chance we get rejected here and come down. If we break this trend line here, then chances are we bounce up and then go down again, and we just form a more shallower, more flatter trend line like that, right? And then go down. So plenty of evidence that altcoin season is happening. And but retards want to wait for confirmation, then good luck to them. And they want to make silly comments and not participate in altcoin season, then enjoy your Mrs. Palmer and your 5 fingers. Okay, catch you guys next time.